Hello, everybody. I think week two has been coined as the revenge week. So, with that being said, let's talk about, or let me tell you all of the revenge week narratives. What uh, any surprises that can happen this week? Now, let me start with this team right here. Now, as you know, the Carolina Panthers eliminated the Cardinals from playoff contention last year. So at home, the first home game of the year, this is going to be a revenge game for the Cardinals. The Panthers eliminated Arizona in an overtime loss at Carolina last year. So the Cardinals are going to get their revenge against Carolina to erase that memory of getting eliminated from the playoffs. And the Sunday night game is going to be a good revenge game between Michael Penix of the Washington Huskies, aka Atlanta Falcons, and J.J. McCarthy of the Wolverines, aka the Vikings. And now, even though J.J. equals 20 in Gematria, I want to be wary of the revenge narrative from Michael Penix. Atlanta's a good team. They almost beat a really good Tampa Bay Buccaneers team. You can say that they won the Vikings because the Bears self sabotaged last week. That's a game that, even though the Vikings may appear like they're better on paper, it's a game that I'm going to kind of stay away from. Now, who can forget about the Super Bowl getting destroyed in that fashion, even going as far back as the Eagles winning at Arrowhead during Monday Night Football? That is a game that is going to have some revenge narratives. So when we are looking at revenge week, Eagles over the Chiefs is no lock, even though I do like Philadelphia to win. You never know what can fire a team looking for payback, vengeance, retribution, whatever you want to call it. So that's another game that's got revenge narratives. Those are three games. The fourth game is obviously DK Metcalf. The Seahawks got rid of him, and he could score his first touchdown as a Steeler against his former team. That's a very good revenge game for DK Metcalf. Um, I think if you're the New England Patriots, what's Tua's record against the New England? 7-0. So if you're a player on the Patriots, been on the team for a couple years, a few years, then this is a good opportunity to get a long awaited win against the Miami Dolphins, and they will get the win against the Dolphins because their number two, number three options are decoy wide receivers. So when the first option in the play goes dead for Miami, Tua starts to panic because he's about to get hit, and he stays stuck on his first read. So the Dolphins' offense is a mitigated disaster. This is a very soft team. The Patriots won't play soft. They have very good defensive coaching staff. They're not going to get pushed around, what have you. So New England can come in and get a long-awaited win against a division rival. And I know people are gonna. I think Lamar lost against the Browns last year, so this is gonna be a revenge game. I think they lost at Cleveland, but that game is at Baltimore. But let's just call it what it is. Okay, you lost against them last year. You can come around and beat them this year. I think they went 1-1 against the Browns or something. I'm not sure if the loss against Cleveland was the latest matchup last year or if it was the first matchup of the year. Bears Lions. It's not. I don't know why people call that game a revenge game because I mean, what's his name? The offensive coordinator, Ben Johnson. I mean, he became a head coach. Like it doesn't matter if the team that you agree to be the coach to is terrible. I mean, with the head coaching position, you have more power, you have more say in your play calling, you make more money. It is the top job for a football coach. So I don't know why that would be labeled as a revenge game. I mean, Ben Johnson doesn't get to this point without Dan Campbell. So I'm not going to call that game a revenge game. I don't know where people get this idea that it's revenge against the Lions. I mean, more than anything, Ben Johnson is in this position thanks to Dan Campbell and the success of Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions from the past couple of seasons. I was talking about Pete Carroll's birthday, and I did tell you before the game on Thursday that it was Dan Quinn's birthday, but how it was his birthday, that it was no automatic for Washington to win. I showed you via the next schedule sequence that the Green Bay Packers would win and decide the contest, and they did. So the birthday is not going to be an automatic thing for Pete Carroll this week. Some of you guys who've been around the game pretty long, 2012, Jim Harbaugh's birthday, Sunday Night Football, December 23rd. On Jim Harbaugh's birthday, Pete Carroll kicked his ass. It was like 42-9 or something like that, 42-13. I mean, he got an ass whooping on his birthday at Seattle. So I think this is going to be a good revenge game for Jim Harbaugh. His Seahawks got the better end of his 49ers. So right away, this is a revenge game if you are Jim Harbaugh, because you are the better coach than Pete Carroll. The NFL rigged it for the 12th man. Even though I was rooting for the 12th man back in the day, I was rooting for Seattle over San Francisco. The NFL was rigged for Seattle. That safety in the Super Bowl was rigged. Everything about that was rigged. So this is a good revenge game for Jim Harbaugh. I think this time around, outside of the 49ers Seahawks rivalry, it's Jim Harbaugh that's going to get the better end of the deal against the Raiders. So this is all the revenge narratives I can think about for week 2. I hope you are in agreement. Giants Cowboys, that's always a revenge game, I think, because Dak suffered his injury, ACL injury against the Giants in I think it was 2020. So now the Giants are looking for revenge too, because what are they? 0-8 against the Cowboys. So divisional games, anything can happen. That's my last revenge game, and we'll see how many of the revenge narratives turn out for this week. We about to find out.